Hello, everyone. Welcome to ExpertZone Live Extra on Thursday, and which is known apparently on the chat as Melting Day today. It is. Everyone's melting.
It's so incredibly hot.
Oh my God, we're all in this together, guys. Promise. Make sure you stay hydrated throughout the whole stream, okay? But yes, it is. It's an interesting day. Let's just leave it at that. And today we have, like I said, Surface Special. That's why we have Rich with us. Hello, Rich.
Hi, how's it going?
Melting.
Just a little bit. I wasn't moaning about it before we went live, man.
No, he was not at all moaning for the last 3 hours. I can vouch for that. So yeah, everyone on chat is melting, which is brilliant. So yes, so we have a little bit to go through, but we have some exciting stuff as well, right? So it's not just any stream, it's a special stream, and it's going to be called Backstage. So there's a theme to it as well. Rich, do you want to tell us what the Backstage means?
Sure, absolutely. So yes, you're absolutely right, Mon. We are doing a Surface special. It's an extended stream, so usually we only do half an hour, but we're going to aim to go for 45 minutes to an hour on this stream. It is aptly named Backstage, and that's because we're going to be aiming the theme of the stream towards music, whether it is that you listen to music or you enjoy music, but if you're in the music industry as well, and how Surface products can help you with that, help you enjoy it, and help you work as well.
Absolutely, and they certainly have in the lockdown. They have saved my life many times over, I must say. But also, there's another reason this is special, right? Because we have some prizes. It's very exciting. I can't win, but I'm so excited for you guys. Maybe I'll just sneak in under a different name or something. But yes, we have prizes. I know, I just busted my cover. Yes, so I know I'm really bad at this. Yes, so we have quite a few prizes. And again, we kind of have chosen those specifically to align with the theme with music and kind of being on the go. So the prize mechanic will work as follows. Every 15 minutes, we'll do a prize draw. However, we will announce the winners of those draws at the very end of the stream. Okay, so I'll just stop the stream. So 15 minutes, we're doing a prize draw. The bot will do the prize draw. It's random. And then at the end of the stream, all the names will be announced and you guys will know exactly what you've won. And then we'll get in touch with you regarding the deliveries and stuff. So to enter the prize draw, what you will have to do is put in a hashtag in the chat, and we're going to test it. How about that, Rich? Should we test it first?
Before you do that, though, Mon, let me do some T's and C's first, because that's really, really important.
Absolutely.
Okay? So first of all, if you are watching on all the other channels, thank you very much. Mixer, YouTube, thank you for joining us, and welcome to the stream. But if you do want to win, you're going to have to do that through the Facebook channel. So log on to both if you want to. Also, you need to be living in the UK or that's the UK and Ireland, and be 18 years of age. And most importantly, you need to be verified on ExpertZone to qualify to win these prizes.
Please. Yes, and Derek is asking if we're all getting Backstage passes. I wish. That would be awesome. But you're getting some other stuff. So, yes, so there will be a different hashtag for every prize draw, so you need to pay attention. So we should test this to make sure that you guys are getting all the rules, right? So what can we give them, Rich, as a tester?
Okay. First prize today will be a lovely, I lit up a bit by my ring light, but a lovely Intelli mouse, Surface mouse.
Fabulous. So we have this as a tester. So what I need you guys to do right now in the chat, only do it once. If you enter more times, it doesn't give you any more chances of winning at all. So don't spam it, just do it once. The hashtag is music. Hashtag music in the chat now. 30 seconds, go. Ooh. Let's see how it's going. Oh my God, very exciting. We've got hashtag Team Awesome. Thank you, Derek. But that's
thank you, Derek, but that's not a qualifying hashtag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Team Me. Wow. Okay, come on. We've got a delay. Yes, hashtag music for more heat from Gareth, from Zara, Adam.
There we go.
Oh, it's kicking off. Wayne, James.
Keep them going. So
Kevin,
hashtag music in the chat in order
music.
to win. You can only enter once. Any other hashtags will not be counted. And the bot will pick a winner at random. Don't forget,
It is
guys,
a random one, guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Don't forget, you need to be verified on ExpertZone.
Yep.
And be 18 years of age, and you live in the UK and I. Again, if you are watching on Mixer or YouTube, you need to be on Facebook to be able to use that hashtag that Monica's just giving you right now to be entered into the draw.
Excellent, Dave. Got Gary, Barry. Haley's hashtag, Surface rules the world. Yes, of course it does. Right, moving on. So I'm going to let this get the, oh my God, sticker-ons come up. Shh, no. No. Moving on swiftly onto Surface. So we're going, yes, we don't have that long. Definitely not. What I thought we would start with is we kind of all know the generations of Surface, but maybe some of the guys watching don't know why Microsoft have decided to move into Surface hardware, because primarily Microsoft has always been known as a software company except for Xbox and accessories. But then a while back, they have decided to start Surface. Rich, can you kind of elaborate, please?
Sure, absolutely. You know, we're actually the right people to talk about it, right, Mum? Because we've been here
absolutely
from the beginning of Surface, which was at the time took us by surprise because we had no idea that
that was a great day,
wasn't it? Right, and and we had no idea that Microsoft were looking at moving into device. We'd always been a software company, and now we were slowly going to become a software and tech company, and we were introduced to the Surface RT, right? And we've told this story quite a few times now, but we never really talk about why they did it as much, and I think that's really the important thing when it comes to an origin story is why does the Surface exist? Why did Microsoft decide to venture into that market? And those of you who remember, the Surface came to light around about the time of Windows 8, and Windows 8 was this great operating system that utilized touchscreen technology, and it was kind of really built for that. And at the time, I was a field team member in the stores, and if you went to the consumer side and went into store to buy a touchscreen laptop that worked really well with Windows 8, they just weren't there. There was a 4 that I knew of. When Sony were in the laptop market, they'd release one as well. It was like a tablet version that slid out. It was really nice, but looks like a prototype that was finished. And that was really it. So Microsoft have done the right thing, and to help the market develop forward, they decided to innovate the market by creating the Surface, and that's been the mantra pretty much ever since. Is let's drive the market for 2-in-1s, because again that was a new form factor at the time, and let's show how it can be done so that others can innovate in the same way and push their technology and kind of venture into this touchscreen, this future of the way we use our devices differently. And they're basically, long story short, Surface was created to help innovate the market, and I feel that they continue to do so.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I remember when I heard the story first, it was the times when people used to have the clamshells laptop, and they wanted a touch screen, but there was no option. So they would buy a netbook on top of the laptop, so they would carry 2 devices all the time. But the netbook was only good for browsing the net really and checking your emails. So that's when the Surface came in. So we've got Aaron Jordan said he remembers selling loads of RTEs. I still got one. I still have one as well. I know. James Bradley saying he loves Surface and he owned Pro 4 and Pro 5 and the current 7. Oh, bravo.
A Pro fan, yeah.
I know, definitely, yes. And also Paul Paulie Thomas says he remembers Bill Gates' video reviewing the first Surface, and the video gave him chills. Yes, it was an interesting day for us because really short story, we were at a conference and our boss back then said, guys, I need you to stay after we finish just for half an hour. Please, everybody go to the room. We thought we were going to get sacked or something. But no, because it was the way he said it. It was really like, oh my God, what's going on? It's a big something happened. And we went to the room and we sat down and said, guys, we're launching a new device tomorrow and we need to do it. Like, come up with the plan right now to do it, to launch a brand new category for Microsoft. It's like,
amazing.
That was such a good day. It was awesome. We did it. We smashed it. So going from that, what's your first kind of real experience with Surface in terms of do you remember a point where it kind of sank in that we are innovating and changing the market and making a difference in people's lives?
Yeah, I actually can pinpoint an exact moment, actually, and like we said before, we've been here from the beginning with this category, and I was whereas you were a field national trainer, I was a field team member, and so we'd done the RT, we'd done the Pro and the Pro 2 and stuff, and then we had the Surface Pro 3 hit the market, and it kind of did it quite slowly, but I specifically remember being in Bromborough, up north, and I even remember my Microsoft champion in the store at the time was Mike Markey, and training him on the device, and we were standing there, and this gentleman came over, and he was an architect, and he was looking for a new device for his job, and so I'd asked him, I said, have you seen the Surface Pro series? And he was like, oh, what's a Surface? I've never heard of them. And so I was like, okay, cool, let me give you 5 minutes of my time if you've got 5 minutes. So I was like, sure, yeah, that's five minutes. And I spoke to him. He was an architect, I was talking about the touchscreen, and I was showing him the pen, and the demo we had at the time was probably the where you could sign a document, right?
Yeah,
like,
probably.
Yeah, look, you can sign a document, and you don't have to print this off. And he went, he took over the sale. You know, he was the customer, and all of a sudden he took over. So he says, "Hold on a second."
He did the demo, did he?
Yeah, he said, "Are you telling me that I can receive a blueprint from a client, draw directly onto that blueprint, save it, and then send it back to my client?" So I was like, "Yeah, I guess so. Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, cool. So what you're saying is, I can receive a blueprint from my client. I don't have to then print it off." Get it printed off, lay it on my table, make all my markings. Then I don't have to scan that back in to my computer, get a scanner, put it back in, save it, and then send it off to my client. I was like, oh, I guess so. No, I guess not. And he was like, wow, I'll take 18 of those.
Boom.
For my business.
Done.
And I was like, oh, okay. But it was that moment where I realized, hold on a second, we really are kind of innovating the market. And the things that we might take for granted, like inking and stuff like that, really do affect how people work and how they want to work, and how simplified something like receiving a blueprint can be, and editing that and sending it back to client. If you can imagine him moving from business and doing his work and not having to print off paper and go through all this rigmarole of doing that without having to be in the right place at the right time to do something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Paul Smiley says Surface RT was the first prize he ever won from ExpertZone.
Oh, amazing. Oh, gosh, those competitions were so far long ago.
Proper legacy. I think going in from that, where are we now with Surface?
Where are we now with Surface? Okay, so we're a fair few years on, right? So I think one of the latest events that we had, and I was supposed to have some visuals for it, and now that you've reminded me, I completely forgot that I haven't done them. So we just move over it. Well, no one will notice.
No, nothing happened.
We had something on Mixer called Surface Resurface. And if I don't know if you follow the charts or anything, there's a young lady called Jade Bird, and she did a live concert on Mixer using a Surface. She not only did that for herself, she did it for a whole band. And remembering that we're all in lockdown now, we can't be more than 2 meters with each other. They certainly weren't a part of her bubble and stuff like that. They then had to stream from their own bedrooms and kitchens and stuff, and have this live concert together. And I know if any of you saw it, it was so good. So they had the 4 of them there. We had video transitions, we had overlays, we had little pre-pictures come in, all sorts of stuff, and it just made it feel like I was at an actual concert, or it was a live music video, and it was all so done cool. Using the Surface. So not only did she create, and her team create, this fantastic looking stream, they also streamed it, they also produced their music there, they hooked up mics, amps, guitars and stuff like that to it, and that kind of signifies where what we can do now with these devices. Again, they're created to innovate the market, right?
Absolutely. I'm sure you can catch that somewhere on YouTube if you guys search for it, just to see how it was done. All up.
Resurface, it was called a campaign. If you look up
Jade Bird
Resurface, it'll be somewhere, and it's so good. Yeah, it was so good.
I think we have now time for the prize draw.
It's our first one already.
Yay!
That was so quick.
Drum roll. Okay, guys. Again, another one. So get ready for the hashtag time.
So what can they win?
Only do it once. Just read out one comment. James Bradley Chapman, where we are now with Surface is perfection. I'm so waiting for the Neo after holding it when I met at the Microsoft store. Oh my God, not jealous at all. Thank you. That's okay. I went. Yeah, that's never mind.
I also got to hold the Neo.
Shh. Okay, come on, guys.
So what can they win, Mon? Because I think I'm sure they're eager to know.
The first proper prize, you can win a bundle. So the bundle is, somebody already mentioned that they really want it. Yes, Surface earbuds. Surface earbuds, and Rich.
Sorry, I couldn't reach it.
There we go, and an ARC mouse. So I think you'll be able even to choose the color.
Yes.
Dum dum dum.
Yes. So don't tell the boss I haven't ordered them yet. So.
On the go solution. You can pop your earbuds in your pocket and your mouse in the pocket. It's falls flat. Right. So your hashtag to enter is Backstage. Go. 30 seconds.
Oh, hashtag Backstage, people.
Oh, yes. Oh, my
God. Terms and conditions again, guys. Okay, if you are over on Mixer or YouTube, again, thank you for joining us this evening. Don't forget to follow and share and show some love. But you need to be over on Facebook to be able to enter this draw. You also need to be 18 years old and above, not just 18 years old. And you live in the UK and Ireland. And finally, you should be verified on ExpertZone.
Yes, we got hashtags coming in. Go ahead, Gareth, Tracy, Derek, James. Boom. Hashtag Backstage. Coolio. Right. While this is happening, we're going to move on to the next bit of our stream, which is actually we're going to look at the devices. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, you want to see the devices, man?
Well, I'm thinking it's probably going to be better than your visuals. Yeah.
Fantastic. There we go. That's my desk right now. This is what all the hardship that I've been going through about moving my room around so that we can get this angle on my desk.
This is so cool. So what are we going to start with, Rich?
Okay. So first of all, let's talk about why we've picked these specific devices for this stream. Yes, we've talked about the history of the Surface, but we're always moving forward, right? And these are the latest releases from the Surface range. We have the Surface Go 2 with type cover right here. We've also got the gorgeous earbuds, Microsoft earbuds. And we've also got a 13.5-inch Surface bug-free. And finally, we also have
beautiful black headphones.
Surface headphones too. And those are the things that we're going to be covering in this session today.
Excellente. So what do you want to start with?
I want to start with the Surface Go 2, if that's okay, Mon.
Yep, let's do this.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. So, guys, Surface Go 2, if you haven't seen this beauty before, here it is. We have a 10.5-inch screen right across there. But if you were a fan of the Surface Go originally, you'll know that it was a 10-inch screen. But the form factor is still exactly the same size. What we've done is we've pushed that screen to further into the bezels to give you more screen space, and the PPI on it has been increased to give you more vibrant colors. So the device just feels bigger than it is when you look at it. on there. You have a choice now of the Pentium Gold processors and M3 Intel Core M3 processors as well. Now, Mon, you'll remember that those M3 Core those Core M3 processors were in the Pro series as well. Which is pretty cool because now we're moving into Pro territory, but in a smaller form factor.
Absolutely.
And I guess since that's one of the first new real benefits, new features to this device, Mon, you've got one of these, right?
Oh, I sure do, and you're not getting it back.
Tell us how you've been getting on with it. What have you been using it for before I go more and more about specs?
Yeah. So I was given one to do vlog, basically, for ExpertZone. And you know what? Honestly, I forgot how amazing these are because I've been so used to using my laptop for the last couple of years that when it arrived and I kind of felt it for the first time again and saw how small it is, how rounded the corners were, and how easy it was to kind of put anywhere in my house. It just brought back everything. And obviously I can't go anywhere with it. So I took it to the garden several times over the weekend and pretended I was in Hawaii because it was really hot. So I was in my hammock with it on my lap and I was able to kind of, almost watch Netflix. It was a bit sunny, but I could watch my Netflix and do my music. So in the mornings, what I do with it actually, I put it on my mantelpiece and it's the right size to fit around all my candles and candlesticks and everything else.
Right.
And I use Spotify playlist for my workouts, which is fantastic. And what I also did is I tested it the same way I did the original Surface Go. So I streamed Xbox game to it, connected my Bluetooth controller, and it flew. And it was The Witcher. Yeah, The Witcher 3 I streamed, and it was just smooth as butter. It was fantastic.
Okay.
And I used it for a whole week as my main device for work. So I've got my VDash on it, my work account. All the socials are connected, and it was just brilliant. This is my companion device. That's why I'm not giving it back because I do travel quite a lot normally. So when I go on a train, I try to avoid having a backpack, especially in this heat. Can you imagine? So if you can put it in my handbag, that makes all my life a lot easier. I know it doesn't apply to everyone, but I'm just saying, look at this. Look at his hand and look how small this device is. By the way. No, he's got normal size hands.
I'm not like
and
Nigel.
I've got the LTE version as well, which makes it so much better because I can use it on the train because trains have limited Wi-Fi. I think it's 100 megs on the trains that I'm on. So yeah, I absolutely love it. That's why you're not getting it back.
Oh, boom. Fantastic. Well, okay, we'll have a word with the boss about that. But I understand why you don't want to give it back. So from what I got from what you were saying is this is your support device, right? This is your companion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you do your heavy duty work at home if you have to, but then you step away and you start traveling with this device. It has enough power to do your day-to-day jobs, right? It works beautifully with Spotify. You're doing your gym music. You can listen to music, again, stream it back into music and stuff like that. But it hasn't sacrificed anything by being a small companion device, right? We've still got the magnesium alloy casing, that premium casing on there. We've still got the biometric cameras for Windows Hello.
Absolutely.
For easy access. We now have an LTE model as well on there, so that when you are working, you're designing with us, Monika, and you have to step away to go to do what you do, which is events and experiential stuff. You can still continue to communicate with us and email us and so forth like that.
Absolutely.
And then more importantly for you as well, super light. Super lightweight. It fits into all those different spaces as well. But again, I want to emphasize there is no sacrifice on the premium quality on this device.
No, Surface wouldn't do that. Surface, doesn't matter what. No, absolutely not.
So we've got the kickstand now, and I'm going to put it into kickstand mode now, actually. We've still got the micro SD underneath there.
Yep.
8 megapixel camera on the rear, 5 megapixel camera front facing, and USB-C on the sides there. This is a super small, super light device that has full window. Well, you can have it in full windows, but comes in S mode. You don't really need anything else. And then we've got our keyboards as well. I'm going to do that again because I kind of went over the top of it a little bit. I still love the sound. Just
it's fantastic.
Magnetically attaches, and we're into then work mode on there. We talked about Jaybird, and I was lucky enough to go through Jaybird through some of these Surface devices, and Surface Go 2 was actually one of them. You might be surprised, and it wasn't for her power usage. It was for that convenience. And Monika, you kind of covered the same thing with this being a support companion app. She was able to, and I'm going to talk about it because I love talking about it. Microsoft Whiteboard. She was able to open up Microsoft Whiteboard and write down what was in her head. Now, until the Neo comes out next year, this certainly is a cool feature for the device in that it's a note-taking device. We're able to use it that way. I'm going to now introduce the pen to it as well and close that kickstand. There we go. On there. Try not to open my emails with my bulky fingers. There we
Probably
go.
not on the stream.
I'm not on the stream, please. Okay, let's get rid of that a second. There's Whiteboard on there. And use that in that kind of mode there, the clipboard mode. All surfaces are built with the 3:2 ratio, so we can use it this way. And again, when I talk about not sacrificing any of that premium that we get in the other devices, it still has palm block recognition. So Jade's able to write her songs. There we go. I'm not a songwriter. I have no musical talent whatsoever. Monika will verify that.
Yes, I can verify that.
And another feature as well, and it kind of ties in nicely with the LTE element on it, is that as you saw then, as I was writing, someone else was sneakily writing as well on there.
No, who was that?
Who's that? That's Monika writing, and we're able to collaborate with each other through that software as well. We lose nothing by calling this our economical device, or for it being smaller. Still palm block recognition, still works with the pen. 4,096 levels of sensitivity. So if it isn't just about songwriting and making notes and just writing down what's in your head, maybe you want to draw as well, you're able to do that still with this device.
Absolutely. We have some comments. This is an amazing seller at the moment for lots of people going for those over standard laptops due to portability. That's from Haley. Paul says exactly the same thing. John Pinnick's got a question. Fantastic. I don't know if you know. Is it far-field mic as well?
How do I say? So the microphones that are built into all the Surface devices now are the dual studio far-field microphones.
Boom.
Got it. There we go. He's heard me try to say that before. It's so difficult to say. You're absolutely right. They come with dual studio far-field mics, and what that does, it helps, especially if you're on a Skype call, like me and Monika are actually on right now, it helps disrupt background noise. It zeroes in on your voice, so if you've got dogs, lawnmowers, screaming kids in the background, playing at the playground and stuff, it'll zero on your voice, and it'll do its best to drown out that for you.
Absolutely. So just to let you guys know, we have picked the winner for the test prize and for the first prize. We'll do another prize draw after we do the
earbuds. Since we're talking about music, Mon, and since we're talking about you using this device as well as a travel companion,
I've got a pair.
You've got them.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
absolutely got them.
I always have them with me.
Fantastic. Look, I want to know what your experience, because you had these longer than I did, which is really, really weird. But again, because you listen to music more than I do, how do you get on with them?
Very well, actually. I used them today. It was because I was going to the shops walking because I need my exercise, but it was obviously today was a bit of a hell outside. So when I was leaving the house, I had my headphones in my hand, but then I thought, it's way too hot to wear over-ear headphones because I'm going to be sweating even more.
I get that.
So I actually picked up my earbuds. So yeah, I've been testing them extensively. I am a music geek. I do love my music, but the sound quality is really important. I've got vinyls and records and stuff, so like proper music.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of those. So whenever I had tried earbuds or earphones before,
Right.
they had always been tinny. So I had returned so many pairs or discarded so many pairs of earphones because I would not get bass. I would just get treble. And it was just like, it's not good enough because the music I listen to needs to have depth, right? You can't just go on a high sound. I can't stand it. So when I got these, I was very interested to see because Surface headphones are fantastic. I love their sound quality. So yeah, I got these, and the first thing I put on, funnily enough, was Billie Eilish because she's got loads of bass in her songs, right? I don't necessarily listen to her all the time, but I do like testing headphones because of the bass. And I got my bass. I was so excited. Also, what I really love about them is like every time you put them back into the case, they recharge. So I had quite a lot of questions on Instagram, people asking, "Oh, how long do they last?" Like, I don't know, because they keep recharging. I never actually run out of power. And I haven't been on a long haul flight to test the 8 hours that it's supposed to be giving you.
Okay.
So you've got what, 8 hours in earbuds and 16 in the case if it's fully charged. And what I also like, sorry, I'm just gonna, because you asked me, I'm gonna now answer. I am. You know the design of it. I don't know if you can see it. It's very different to a normal earbud. Normal earbuds go quite deep inside your ear canals, and they can hurt that soft little bit. I don't know what it's called, but that soft bit that sticks out if you wear it for long periods of time. With these, they kind of rest on it, so they don't put that much pressure. So I have been able to wear them for 2 or 3 hours at a time and be fine with it. And obviously, you get touch controls with these as well, just like with headphones.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love them, and I like. You even get the click with them. Look. I mean, come on, Surface.
I mean, you held it up to the camera and not the microphone, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
No, that leads me nicely actually into specifications. You stole my thunder a little bit when talking about the specifications, but let's start with the battery, like you emphasized quite a lot. Yeah. So you have 24 hours of battery there. So initially, what you have is 8 hours straight out of the case on there. And then you have an additional 16 hours within the case. That is 8 hours per ear. So sometimes on the print, people were getting confused when these first came out. They were going, look, you know, what? That doesn't make any sense. That's not 24 hours. It is when you add it all together for the ears and stuff like that. Also, as well, you know, Monica, and this is why you don't know how long they last, is that you get like an hour from 10 minutes of charge.
Oh, okay.
So
well, there it is.
they charge up stupidly quick, all right, and that we love it for it. As I especially love it for it as well, because it means when I go for my walks and I listen to music or speak to someone on the phone or something like that, I don't have to worry that I haven't charged them, so because I just put them in there real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you alluded to the touch panels on there, so we have a touch, tap, swipe and voice capabilities in these earbuds, meaning that we can answer our phone, we can skip, swipe songs, we can turn up and down the volume, but we can also work with Microsoft 365 and use these to swipe through PowerPoint presentations. And traditionally, we've always been able to use Dictate as well for Word documents if we don't want to type ourselves. And they're built with 2 microphones in each ear, which is pretty cool in there to pick up your voice and stuff.
Yeah.
Omnisonic sound, which previously we only heard of in the Surface laptop, but they come from the Ring here. And what Omnisonic sound does, it fills up the space that it's in. So this being your ear canal, and it will just fill up your ear nicely on there.
Yeah, I think it's also worth mentioning. We have the guys have mentioned on the chat, and I've forgotten. We also have a Surface Audio app, which allows you to change the equalizer settings to your style of music. So if you're into rock, it will obviously alter it. If you're in a spoken word, then you can change those settings, but it also gives you how much charge you have left in each earbud, so it will split it between left and right, so you can have a look. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. If you haven't got the audio app already for any of the Surface headwear, get it downloaded. You can do all your updates through there. You can mess with it and stuff like that, test it and stuff. So that comes with the charging case. It's okay.
Yeah.
That comes with the charging case. The Bluetooth buttons on the bottom and USB-C charging as well.
Quick charge. Yeah.
And absolutely. It comes with the silicone earpieces in the box, different ones to suit your ear size as well.
Yep.
See, I'm looking in the wrong camera. There we go. Brilliant stuff. So yeah, Surface earbuds.
Yes, and we have a question from James Allen Hart.
Go for it.
Regarding how comfortable they are to use while resting your head on a pillow.
That's a good question.
This is a very specific question, but
Very specific question.
What you need to think about is earbuds are very individual wear.
Yeah.
And your ear is designed differently to mine. And how they feel inside your ear will be very individual. It's really hard to answer that question.
Well, they do, because I put my head against my shoulder then just to see how much that would poke me in the ear. They do protrude the ear, so it's probably not. I suppose a pillow's a lot softer than my shoulder, but I think that would certainly push in. Let's be honest here, right, about what our products do and don't do.
Yeah, it doesn't go all the way inside your. It's not flush against your ear. They do stick out slightly, so there will be some pressure on your ear.
Yeah, there is a practical usage and design behind this product. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Cool.
All right.
Prize draw.
Okay. Yay! Let's do this.
Prize draw number 3, technically.
Is it
but
technically
2
number
for the proper prizes. So your hashtag for the prize draw of what the prizes are.
Oh, sorry. Prizes. Yes. So this one will be for a Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Did I say that right this time?
Yes, you did.
I totally got it wrong in rehearsal.
Yes, you did.
So the Elite Series 2 controller. Also, 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate, and this will all make sense in a moment. And an Arc Touch mouse.
Boom. Oh. Yeah, so that's the prize. And your hashtag to put it in the chat right now is Surface. Hashtag Surface in the chat now, next 30 seconds. Do it just once. Remember T's and C's as well, guys.
So yeah, T's and C's. Guys, if you are over on YouTube or Mixer, thank you for joining us. However, to enter this prize draw, you need to be hashtagging on Facebook on this live stream. You need to be 18 years or over, living in the UK or Ireland, and you also need to be fully verified on Microsoft ExpertZone to qualify.
Correct. And we've got the entries are coming in. Wahid, James, Derek, Nick, Mickey, Jamie, Anish, Jack, Steve. It's all going.
Don't forget, guys, it is 1 hashtag per person. If you do it twice, you're only spamming the channel. The bot in the background grabbing all this data will only pick your 1 hashtag.
Fabulous. Let's move on to your favorite.
We're here
it is your favorite. I can see your face. Look. Oh my God. It lights
up every time. Let's face it. All right. Let's push some of this stuff out the way. Let's bring the king in. Okay.
Oh, come on, biased.
The Surface Book 3 is the powerhouse of the Surface family. Okay. And right now we're into our 3rd iteration of the Surface Book 3, and we have 2 models as always. We have the 15-inch version and we have the 13.5-inch version. We got the 13.5-inch version here, but before I talk about that, I'll talk about the 15-inch. So 15-inch comes with an i5 or i7 processor in there, but the graphics card is higher as well. So the i7 15-inch will come with the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti in it, giving you more graphical power, more oomph. Sorry, can I say that? Oomph.
It's very technical. I like it.
I know, all right. I'm all about the technical terms. Me, right? I'm gonna open this up, okay? Because great, straight away we've got the Vulcan hinge, right? Patented for Microsoft by Microsoft. Which allows it gives the device perfect balance, right? It gives it that stability on there, and it stops the screen from going against the keys, which is important because if you're ever tired of keyboard print on your screen, this solves it.
Absolutely.
There we go on there. Now, before I do anything, one of the main features for this device is being able to detach the screen. We can just do that with one click of a button. Hopefully that'll do that now. There we go. I know it worked so quick before. And I can flip that screen around and I can carry on working with all the power of this device. Now, you can see I've turned this on before. There is my desktop. This will become my main device, okay? So this is the 13.5-inch model. We've got the Pixel Sense display there, 10-point touch. Again, works beautifully with the pen with its 4096 levels of sensitivity. But in the base of that device is a GTX 1650 graphics card, and it is
beast.
Okay.
It's a beastie.
It's such a step up from the last one.
It's a huge gap. Yeah, I agree.
And it was powerful before. Now we have 17.5 hours of battery life, and I have been pulled up a couple of times going, well, we haven't really improved the battery life, have we? Yes, we have, because this is kicking out more power now. So we've got 10th generation processors in there, so we've got better processing power. We've got double the speed of the graphics card in there as well. And we still have 17.5 hours of battery life. I'm sorry,
exactly.
That is an improvement.
That's a huge improvement. I agree.
So yeah, so this is as I said, this is the powerhouse of the family. And the way I'm going to show this off, because you've noticed that we're doing demos today as well. I'm going to fire up a couple of apps. The first one I'm going to fire up is After Effects, so I'm going to let that load in the background. The second one I'm going to do is going to be Paint 3D. Okay, so what we like to do,
Paint 3D, love Paint 3D.
Yeah, when we demo these devices and think about, well, you know what, guys, if you're an in-store colleague, how can you demo this to a customer on the shop floor to show how well it works? It's all about that perfect combination between software and device. And it's the same with all of the range, right? They can't live without each other. These devices are brilliant, but they're nothing without the software. The software is brilliant, but it's even better with good sturdy tech, and this is a great example of that. So I've got 3D Paint open, and don't worry, I'll flick across to the screen in a minute. I just want to show you it from this angle for the moment, and I'm going to open it up on there. Now, the reason why I've gone with the Paint 3D demo is something that I alluded to before, is that I have no discernible musical talent whatsoever.
It's very honest, Rich. Very honest.
Yeah, all right, man. And I can show you Spotify on here, but it's kind of a waste of its power when it comes to a demonstration. Don't get me wrong, I play Spotify through here. It's great when I'm working and stuff. But if we really want to show this device off, we need to push it that little bit further on there. Mon, I mean, in the past, you've actually used music software on these devices, right?
Yes, I have. I've used DJ Pro.
Okay. Yeah, it works beautifully on here, right? You found yourself mixing stuff.
Yes, we ran it on the books when we did our meetups. So all the RPs that came in were using books. We were using studios, and it flew. It was wonderful, and it is a professional piece of software that people use at events. So yeah, absolutely handles it beautifully.
It does. And when we were talking to Jade Bird, she was actually talking about a bunch of programs that I've forgotten the name of now working on here. So not only did it work well with the Windows software, the power in this device with the RAM, because you can get up to 32 gigabytes of RAM in here, and that processor plus the graphics card, she was like, well, that's more than I need to produce music with, which was great to hear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something really kind of simple in that this device makes it really simple for me. So I wouldn't play the music, but I probably would design the overlays on there, or perhaps a poster, right? So if Monika was a singer, I'd buy it. Monika, I'll make you a poster quite easily.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Rich.
As I said, Jade Bird had all these overlays and transitions, so we can do that with this device as well as run that stream. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fire up some text on there. It gives me a bunch of options down the side here. I don't know if you can see them, but we'll get a close-up in a minute. And I'm going to select 3D text on there. So when I write now, the writing will be in 3D. Let's find some more creative writing. And I'm going to select a colour. Let's go with a surfacey silver on it. Now, I don't have a band name because I'm not a singer, but I do have a gamer tag. So let's write in that.
Use a gamer tag.
Yeah, any Magus. There we go. You Harry Potter fans will be loving this at the moment. And I'm just going to make that thing. You know what? I'm going to use my telemouse just for a second. No, I'm not. This is what I love about the Nintendo mouse, is that I can just switch it across to whatever device I want to. Let's give myself more space and enlarge that. Oh, I haven't done that stuff. There we go, 3D, and now a little bit bigger on there. And what you'll be able to see, how quick that was, I've already got that in 3D on there. You can see it rotating. Let me get rid of that canvas. There we go. This is how quick I'm doing this, right, Mon?
Oh, it's done. I mean, it took a few seconds.
Yeah, the next thing I'm going to do then, I'm going to take that pen, I'm going to click on brush, and it's got a metally feel. It's a bit dull at the moment, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in on there. There we go. And I'm going to select a color. And remember, guys, this is Windows software. You have access to this right now. And I'm going to go across those edges with that color. It's a bit bright, but you kind of get it. You see it attaching to the wording.
Yeah, so it attaches to the shape.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to grab Alex's second screen here. Hopefully, it's seamless. And while I'm doing that, carry on, wait for that screen to load up. And I'll show you straight in the software itself. Let me just switch across for you. What I'm going to do, because my mouse is bounced off the table, I'm going to roll out the old creative mouse mat here. There we go. So that I get a better feel. Here we go. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong screen again. The only problem is remembering to switch your mouse over. There we go. You can see that better now. So I've just created this in front of you guys in just seconds, okay? And what I'm doing, let's choose a different and more of a yellowy color there. And you can see that attaching itself to the image like that in 3D. So if I want to rotate that around, it's gone underneath as well. And it gives it, I'm going to switch back to that gold color. It gives that rustic image on there. All right. Oh, look, I'm going across two different things there. There we go. See that? Fluid.
Yeah.
There is no latency there.
That's amazing. That looks so cool. I
wish I was a better artist. You know what? If I'd switch that across spray paint, that makes more sense. There we go. Of course, the pen has an eraser on it. I'm going to flip that over right now. I don't need to click on another option for it. I flip my pen over like we did with our old traditional pencils when we were using notebooks and stuff. And I'm able to correct what I did before. There we go. That looks a little bit more rusty now. You see that?
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. There was a question. This software is a Windows software. It comes preloaded with Windows 10. It's called Paint 3D, so you can just use that. You don't need to buy anything extra.
Mm-hmm. And those files can be saved and imported to other programs like PowerPoint. They are JBL files, I believe. You can, depending on the software, you can save them as different files to be imported to different programs. So imagine I did this for Jay Bird or for Monica, if she wanted to become a singer, and she wanted to overlay that on, say, her stream, or her, or just generally in advertisements of music and videos and stuff like that. And then, for example, I talked about power. Let's switch across quickly to... I'm working on a commission at the moment for a gamer, and this kind of just shows off the power of this device. Now, I'm not plugged in, so I'm not actually plugged into the wall or anything like that. I'm only plugged into that second screen, and it kind of shows that I'm able to use After Effects on here. I'm not quite sure where I got to with this design. There we go. It's just loading up on there. And yeah, we're able to create 3D more high power. This is through Adobe, so it's a paid for program. It's not like Fresh Paint, but we're able to create other images. So I'm not sure this is gonna play. Guys, I've dis. No, let's try. But this has 4 or 5 effects going over it. It's just rendering at the moment, but it shows you the power of this device. This isn't a desktop. This is a laptop doing this. And when we've in the past where other competitors have gone, you know what, you need our devices for creativity. That's not the case. We've been on this for a good 5 years now. We've been able to do stuff that other people can't do. And we can do it with touchscreen and pen and work the way you want to work. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Can we tie back into music a little bit? Because we have one device left, don't we?
Yes, absolutely. Shall we switch it back while that's doing its thing?
Yes. So we have another pair of headphones, but these obviously are the second generation of the original Surface headphones.
Sure.
And now they come in black. I think that was something that was requested, but a lot of people. Well, I was one of them, so they did listen.
Pow!
And look at this beauty! Oh God, so exciting! I don't have a pair, Rich. How is that?
Oh, you know what? You're not ready for these, man. There we go.
Oi,
okay.
I need a pair. I need to test them, you know.
Let's quickly do this, okay? So, the latest version of Surface headphones, the Surface headphones 2, now come in matte black. It's something that we've been screaming for, and they have answered. First of all, let's show appreciation for that premium case.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So
God.
There, what you get, I'm running out of hands, sorry. You get your 3mm jack on there. You also get the USB-C to USB-A plus a guide to how to use these. So we get 20 hours of battery life in this now, man.
Not 15, 20. Amazing.
Oh my God.
I can fly to Australia.
You can fly to Australia, without having to charge them. Fantastic. Well done for that.
I can't. They won't let me in, but I can try.
We still have the touch panels on the side here. We still have the dials, and we still have 13 levels of noise cancelling in here as well. Improved Bluetooth capabilities. So we now have a higher Bluetooth connectivity on them as well. Not that it needed it, but if you can do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
And the material is still that sumo matte material. You know what? I'm going to have to find out what it's called. But it's sumo matte material.
It is. That's what we call it.
Is so comfortable to wear. And again, is sweat and makeup resistant. So anything that gets on there gets wiped off.
Yeah, absolutely. I use them in the gym. I mean, I've got the first gen. I use them in the gym all the time. So they have lasted. And there's not a mark on them all this time. And then they still look pristine, even though they're light gray. You would think they would mark with everyday usage, heavy usage in the gym, but no, they're perfect.
Those are mine. I've used them excessively and they're still kicking. So
yeah, absolutely. I do love mine.
And I have sweated, especially today.
Right. Oh my gosh, today is a special day.
So you've got time for one prize draw, right?
I think we have I think we can make some time for the last prize draw, guys.
You weren't worried about if we'd have enough time, right, man? So I was wrong.
Yes, you were wrong. And this prize is a bundle. And the bundle is, Rich, do you want to tell them?
I certainly do. So you can win yourself a Surface Go 2 plus the type keyboard, plus a pen also.
Amazing.
The art mouse. I almost forgot.
You almost forgot the mouse. Come on.
It's getting so incredibly hot in here. So...
Brain is frying. Yeah, so you get your companion travel bundle pretty much, because that's everything you need on the go. You got your pen for ink, you've got your mouse if you want it, and then Type Cob obviously for all your emails and everything else, and your beautiful screen for your Netflix. Sorted. Amazing. So your last hashtag to put in the chat right now is Microsoft. Hashtag Microsoft. 30 seconds. Off you go. Boom. Oh my God. Remember T's and C's. Have to add that in.
Oh, the T's and C's. So yeah, remember guys, if you are over on Mixer or YouTube, again, thank you very much for tuning in. But in order to win this prize, you need to be on Facebook using the hashtag that Monica just gave you. You also need to be 18 years or over, living in the UK or Ireland, and fully verified on ExpertZone. I know, words are now going blah, 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 blah. Fully verified on ExpertZone in order to qualify for entry. Winners will be announced at the end of this stream.
Yes, they will be. We have a winner for the test stream, for the test prize, first bundle, second bundle, and now the third bundle is going to be drawn in a second by the bot. We've got Gary, we've got Jack, we've got Thomas, we've got Barry.
I'm going to fill that gap. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
I'm going to bring us back here. You saw the lovely rendering there. That was brilliant. It was all working. Everything worked, Monica. It all went silly so well. But before you go, if you haven't won, I don't know if you can still hear me.
Yes.
There is more opportunities to win, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly switch over to first of all the trendy transition that Adam created.
That this week on ExpertZone.
This week on ExpertZone, I'm going to flick back to my Elgato there, and I'm going to highlight this course right here. More Surface stuff and more opportunities to win. Of course, we have the Out of the Box campaign, the unboxing giveaway on there. Now, I'm going to quickly go into this, if I'm more prepared, because I am running out of time. And we're just going to highlight this course. So in this course, it's all about the guys. So there are 3 weeks of courses for you to complete. You've got until the 28th of this month, so you've still got a little bit of time to enter, and all you need to do is watch each of the vlogs from the evangelists for the entire week, answering all those questions to enter into a prize draw from each week. Now, you have the opportunity to win a travel bag with a £100 travel gift card voucher when you watch Monica's Out of the Box campaign,
vlog with Surface Go To.
Absolutely. And all you need to do is watch all of those unboxings, vlogs. Sorry, I did it again.
Vlogs.
And answer the questions from each day to be in order to win that prize. Secondly, the second week is with Nigel, and he's got the 13.5-inch Surface Book Free. He unboxes it in the shed quarters, and you can win by watching that and doing that course. You can win a year's subscription to Photoshop plus a £50 red letter experience for you to take a bunch of pictures and then edit in Photoshop for your memories. And then the final week, the third week, is with Tom. He is our resident expert gamer. And, of course, it was only right that we gave him the 15-inch Surface Book Free to game on. And if you watch that, watch his gaming exploits, you could potentially win a 3-month Game Pass Ultimate voucher, a Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, some Razer Kraken headphones, a Lance Head Tournament Edition mouse, and I've forgotten the name of the keyboard, but I think it's a Lance Head Tournament Edition keyboard also. But it's all by Razer, so it's all amazing, which is, again, an amazing prize. So you've got a little bit of time left for that, a few days left for that to enter yourselves into each of those weeks, and you can enter all 3 weeks if you want to, but there's likelihood you'll only win one of those weeks, and we'll announce the winners on ExpertZone Live on the 30th. Oh,
amazing. So
back
guess
to
what?
You, Mon. I've switch the camera back.
Yes, please. Yes. Oh, somebody said you can see a green screen. You know what that is?
It's a light.
The sun came in.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't switch off the sun. Sorry, guys. So just.
Why not, Monica? Switch off the damn sun.
There you go. It's not there. You can't see it now. The sun came in and made a hole in the green screen.
We've done so well.
How dare you? Oh my God. This is special. Right. So I've got the names.
You've got the names. Oh, I'm excited.
Oh my God.
I got a little voice inside my head. This is what that is.
Oh God.
You haven't said much though.
So where should I start? Start from the beginning.
I'm starting to sweat so much because I'm so excited for the winners. Let's start with the IntelliMouse mic. Mon.
Did you just got me a mic?
That's my mic, your Monica. So
wow, he's used up all his words. So the winner of the mouse is Zara Kirkush. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Zara Mouse, you've won the mouse.
Oh, congratulations. Well done,
congratulations.
Let's move on to the earbuds.
Should we wait for the stream to catch up, or we should move on to the next one?
We should definitely move on to the next one.
Okay. Right. So earbuds and the Arc mouse is going to, not those because these are used.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the brand new ones.
So.
I'm gonna go to Tracy Elliott.
Oh, congratulations, Tracy.
Tracy. Boom. Okay, they're catching up with the stream.
Mm-hmm.
The Elite controller Series 2, 3 months Game Pass Ultimate, and Arctorch mouse. Does that come with that as well?
Correct. Okay. Well done.
I'm so good. Is going to Nick Mills.
Nick Mills, congratulations.
Congratulations. They're catching up. They're catching up. Watch out. It's very exciting. And now the final bundle. Surface Go 2 with the type cover, pen, and Arc mouse is going to, drum roll. Can you do a drum roll? There you go. It's the lap draw. Okay. Jack Chudley. Jack,
well done, my friend. Congratulations.
Oh my God. So we've got Zara, Tracy, Nick, and Jack. You are today's winners.
All winners.
ExpertZone will be in touch with you regarding your posting addresses and deliveries and things like that. But are we going to get in touch with them regarding the colors of the mouse?
Yeah, we will. We'll send you a message as well. What I'll do is when I speak to ExpertZone tomorrow morning, because they're asleep now, I will I will add that question to it. One other thing I'd like to add as well, just because of the current situation of things, these orders take a little bit longer to get to you guys, but we will keep you informed of how long. But usually when we could say a few days, that might not be the case. And there's a few instances as well where stock levels are rather low and we're just waiting for those things to come back in as well.
Yes, please. So bear with us. If there's a delay, we will let you know, and I will keep you posted at all times. I think that is it.
That is it. Yeah, so guys, just what I want to finish off is thank you for joining us, whatever medium you are on. This week we focused on music and the music industry. We covered things like with Jay Bird, how we can use those devices and demonstrate those devices through music and how they support it. But we will carry this on and we will look at different industries as well where the Surface products can be introduced and show how they can be they can empower those industries as well.
Absolutely. So this is like a series of streams, yeah?
Yeah, eventually. Hopefully it won't be as hot.
Well, the summer is coming technically, so you never know.
And I look so shiny.
Makeup,
please. No, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hosting me today, Monika. It's been absolutely wicked.
It's been fun. We haven't done this for a while, especially on Surface. So yeah, guys, thank you for sticking with us and not melting away. Stay hydrated, please. And we shall see you on the next one, which is on Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tuesday. Fantastic. Have a good evening, guys. Again, thank you very much, and see you next week.
All right, guys. Peace.